When truth shakes the roots of a kingdom, lies rise with sharpened claws. The oracle flame may have chosen Adùnní, but the shadows choose war. It began with thunder, then lightning. But no one expected what followed next: blood rain. The skies above Ìdòwú turned crimson. The clouds wept scarlet tears. People screamed. Crops wilted. The river ocean turned bitter. The priest rushed to the new shrine, but it wouldn't ignite. Adùnní felt the storm before it came. He summoned it, she whispered, clutching her chest. Òlálékan has awakened the forbidden one. Adùnní returned to the sacred mirror pool, a forgotten site once used by the first oracle brides. She knelt by the water, whispered the incantation, and her reflection blurred. Instead of her face, she saw a burning village, warriors in masks, and the shadow oracle devouring the light. Then she saw Òlálékan, wounded, alone, surrounded by mist. And at the center of the chaos, herself, standing in black robes with eyes glowing gold. "What does this mean?" she cried. A whisper echoed from the pool. "To defeat the shadow, you must embrace the flame inside." In the outskirts, Òlálékan's band of rebels faced ambush after ambush. Not by soldiers, but by the possessed. Villagers who had unknowingly been infected by the onomatia's rituals, walking shadows, soulless and silent. They moved at night. They fed on fear. Òlálékan's closest friend, Adùnní, was taken while praying. His screams still echoed in Òlálékan's ears. "We are not fighting men anymore," he said. "We are fighting memory twisted into monsters." At night, Adùnní was summoned to the palace garden by a hooded figure, Elder Emojisola. "I was once like you," the elder said, a bride who questioned the oracle. Adùnní's eyes widened. "But I bowed to fear, and the shrine erased my voice. Now, I give you mine." She handed her a scroll, an ancient map showing the tomb of Òlálékan, the first woman who ever defied the gods, and lived. "Go there, child. Her spirit waits for the one brave enough to finish what she began." Back in the palace, someone had been watching. Adùnní's cousin, Bisola, once jealous of her beauty and courage, informed Òlálékan of the scroll. Before dawn, Adùnní's room was raided. She escaped through the palace's underground tunnels, built generations ago for fleeing queens. But her mother was arrested in her place. Òlálékan stood over her mother's weeping form and whispered, "She will return, because love is always a weapon we can use." In the hills, Òlálékan collapsed from exhaustion and grief. A fire lit beside him, though he had no flint. From the smoke emerged the ancestral warrior, a massive spirit carved in gold armor and runes. "You carry the mark of two bloodlines, warrior and healer," the spirit said. "But you run from both." "I am not enough," Òlálékan whispered. "You are not alone," the spirit replied, and touched his chest. Òlálékan awoke with a searing burn on his palm, the mark of Òlálékan. In the heart of Ìdòwú's market, joy turned to terror. The shadow oracle arrived, not as a man, not even as a spirit, but as a creeping mist that stole voices, darkened flames, and whispered lies. Children vanished. Traders spoke madness. And the central drum cracked in two. Adùnní arrived just in time to stop the mist from consuming a child. She held the girl, and whispered her truth. The mist hissed and recoiled. But from the smoke rose a voice. "You are not strong enough yet." And the mist vanished, but not before etching her name across the sky in blood. Guided by the scroll, Adùnní reached the tomb carved into the mountain cliffs. It was silent, sacred, and covered in ivy. Inside, a statue of a woman stood tall, her left hand a fist, her right hand open. An inscription read, "The fist to fight, the hand to heal." Adùnní bowed. And then she saw the twin blades on the altar. One shimmered with fire. The other pulsed with light. "Choose," a voice said. "Neither," Adùnní replied. She picked up both. And the tomb rumbled with approval. Back in the forest, Obenal's eyes bled black. The shadow oracle was now part of him. He saw not people, but pawns. Not gods, but enemies. She cannot defeat what she cannot understand, he said. And I will burn down every truth until only darkness remains. He sent word to the Onomotii, find the tomb. Kill the bride. Bring me her flame.